1966, the Federal Railroad Administration's established. 1970, auto racks are introduced instead of boxcars. Also that year, the Total Operations Processing System, TOPS, is implemented. 1971, Amtrak takes over all long-distance passenger service. 1972, Southern Pacific Communications begins to sell microwave and optic services. It's called Sprint, Southern Pacific Internal Networking Telephony. 1978, Railroad Revitalization Regulatory Reform. 1980, the Staggers Rail Act replaces ICC. 1982, Southern Pacific Communications sold to GTE. 1985, Southern Pacific attempts to merge with Santa Fe but is rejected. 1988, the parent company of the Denver Rio Grande purchases Southern Pacific, but it continues the Southern Pacific name. And after financial losses in 1998, Union Pacific merges with Southern Pacific, taking them over. In 2016, the last Southern Pacific locomotive is repainted to the Union Pacific colors. I got that C in there for some reason. Okay, in the previous video I told you I had trouble that with my layout that I would talk about later because I didn't have enough room. Well, I got this GP20 from Train Z off eBay at a great price. And it's a Proto 2000 lifelike model, so it's quite old, but it was new because all the packaging was new. I didn't get a manual with it, but I thought, well, that's no problem. So anyway, you have to take these guys off where the couplers are out of the packaging and put your couplers on. So while I'm doing that, I dropped the screw down under the truck and it went inside the locomotive body. It's like, how does that happen? So I didn't know. I'm shaking it, trying to get it out of there. I'm kind of softly pounding it, shaking it around, and God, it's not coming out. So I thought, well, I'm going to take the body off. So I start looking around, trying to figure out how to do that. And it's got a couple of screws on it, so I'm going to get that little magnet off there. That's part of the story later. So I can't get the body off. I try to take the truck apart, to make able to get the holes out. So I go to bed frustrated last night, very angry. So I come out this morning and I think I'll try it again. So I pick it up and I shake it and I rattle it and out comes the screw. So it's like, yeah, just sleep on it and things will get better. So yeah, I got that working. So crank it up. Sounds great, a lot of functions, but it won't move. Will not go forward, will not go backwards. I'm thinking, oh great. So I do some more research on the internet. This is a QSI decoder and I read about it and it's got this funky thing where you have to double punch one of the function keys to get it out of neutral. So I'm trying that. That's not working. So I thought I'll do a reset. So I'm trying to reset it and I turned it into a brick so that nothing works, no lights, no sound, nothing. So I'm thinking, oh God. Oh, I get the manual out and I read some more. So you can reset it with these little magnetic wands. You put it up right behind the cab and then turn the power on and or leave it off or something. I forget now. Power's off. Put your little magnet on there. Take a little magnet off. Turn it on with the magnet. Turn it on with the magnet on. And then you take the magnet off and it yells reset at you. So I'm thinking, hey, great. Well, the power and the lights are back on, but it still will not go forward or backward. I'm reading the manual some more and I'm thinking, this just isn't working. So I I'm going to send it back to Train Z. It's very disappointing. I like this little loco. I actually like the Lifeline sounds and whatnot, but so that's what I run into buying old used stuff on eBay. It only happens to me when this shit happens. Oops, sorry about that.